What's up, everybody? It's Nico Chapralis, the Greek Goliath, and you are watching World's Strongest Fan.
Hey guys, and welcome back. We kick off today with Vladislav Gerzhinov. He said this is a rehab milestone for him, 230 kilos with his feet down but limited leg oomph. Following on from him, we join Andrew Flynn. He's pressing a dumbbell weighing 80 kilos or 176 pounds for 2 reps. He said pre the UK Strongest Man, he was struggling to hit 70 kilos with his right arm. Now that was due to some nerve damage and also muscle atrophy. But the good news is his arm is creeping back to full strength, so he'll be back soon. Next up we join David Shamey, pressing a barbell from the rack. This is 150 kilos or 330 pounds, and that's a really good lockout. We now move into some log pressing, and first up it's Connor Marston. He says, 140 kilo log, just having a mess around. I haven't done overhead like this in around a year, so it was really nice to blow the cobwebs off. Here's a clip from Ryan Bennett. He's the current England Strongest Man for 2022. He says, it was a great event session down at Koru Gym this evening. He's working on his log with 140 kilos or 308 pounds for 3 reps, and just check out his technique. He gets a really good clean, so much so that the log almost comes off his chest, and a really strong press also. Next up we join Stuart Graham. He's pressing from the rack, and he says, finally getting back into training after the knee rehab. It's upwards for Gross Pappy, and he definitely looks strong there. Now someone who's made quite a name for himself recently is Mitchell Hooper. He says, still a bit burnt out from the Strongman Classic, and I couldn't have felt worse today. Light-headed on every clean, but this is the starting spot for log training for the Shore Classic, and he's looking good. 184 kilos or 406 pounds for 2 reps, and that is also a personal best for him. We now move into some squatting, and first up it's Jose Baez Jr. He says, this felt like an empty bar, adjusted my meals through the day, and my energy levels for training were phenomenal, despite how late I showed up to the gym. I'm feeling explosive with 200 kilos or 441 pounds for 3 reps. Now someone else doing front squats is Trey Mitchell III. He's doing his beltless. He says, strong quads and a strong core are essential for strength and life. He's doing 224.5 kilos or 495 pounds for 3 reps. Here's a clip from Julia Mills. She had an outrageously great time at the British Powerlifting Union British Championships. It was her first ever equipped meet and she didn't bomb. She squatted 272.5 kilos or 600 pounds. That's amazing. Next up we join Jackson Powell, squatting 333 kilos or 735 pounds for 2 reps. Here's a clip from Reese Fullwood. He's also squatting. He said he's been dreading this session for the last few days, feeling really tired and fatigued and just wanted to bin it off. But he's now looking forward to some light sessions in the next week, and that was 380 kilos or 838 pounds for 3 reps and a new personal record. Next up we've got a moving event, and it comes from Emmanuel Frias. He's doing a heavy farmer's walk, weighing 158.5 kilos or 350 pounds in each hand. He said, hell of a day training with my boys, Nico Chapralis and Steve Tripp. He's actually getting ready for this year's official Strongman Games, and he rounds out the first half of today's video. Now we kick off the second part of today's video with the deadlift section. First up it's strong woman Veronika Liljeroff, pulling 200 kilos or 441 pounds. Next up we join Lucy Unders, the current world record holder in the deadlift. Today she says 240 kilos, that is all. Well, that's not all, because today she's pulling that for 3 reps, proving she's not lost anything and she's still looking strong. Up next, it's Jackson Powell, working on his deadlift, pulling 317.5 kilos or 700 pounds for 2 reps touch and go. Here's a clip from Vasa Samatawa. He says, "In and out of the gym in under 15 minutes. I've got a rush to take the kids out, pulling 320 kilos or 705 pounds in the process." Next up, we join Chris Beetham. He's getting ready for this year's official Strongman Games, and he says, "This is my wee submission in the deadlift. The weight, 333 kilos or 734 pounds for 3 reps. Next up, we join Evan the T-Rex Singleton. He says, "It's a lighter week this week, and I'm working on that explosion. Feeling strong and about to kick it into high gear, baby, with 340 kilos or 750 pounds. Next up, it's Gavin the Bull Bilton. He said, "Big deadlift session last night, and it felt awesome. We're on track to have a blast at 1,000 pounds come the World Deadlift Championships in a few weeks. He looks really happy, and that was 400 kilos or 882 pounds. Now, someone else getting ready for this year's official Strongman Games is Nico Chaprales, and this is his submission. The weight, 410.5 kilos or 905 pounds for 3 reps, and he says he's got plenty left in the tank. Now, next up, I've got some competition news, and unfortunately, Adam Bishop has had to withdraw from this year's Giants Live Open. He's still injured, so hopefully he gets better soon, and we'll see him back at a Giants Live show later on this year. Now, also happening later on is the Arnold Strongman Classic UK. It's going to be in September on the 23rd to the 25th, and tickets are on sale now. And some of the athletes you can expect to see have just been released. First up, it's Kim Uyarak, 5 times Greenland's strongest man. Another person who will be there is Bobby Thompson, the American Nightmare. He's flying all the way in from America, so expect to see some explosive action from him. And finally, Irvin Toitz of Estonia. He'll also be competing, and it will be great to see him back since he's had some injuries. Now, this year, it's going to be held over 2 days. Friday will be the heats, and Saturday, it will be heats in the morning and the finals in the evening. There will be 10 athletes and 6 events, with a prize pool totaling £60,000, so that's awesome. And seeing us out today, it's Gavin the Bull Bilton. He's working on his log, he says, and the preparation for the World Deadlift Championships continues. Log press is feeling very good, and I need to push on hard. Today he's doing 150 kilos or 330 pounds for 5 reps and making all of those look great. It shows his conditioning and cardio is definitely coming on. Anyway guys, that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you again as always on the next one.
Come on, Omar, lift eye bars. Lift eye bars. That's not how you're supposed to do it. That's not how it's done. Omar, you don't climb the rope, you lift eye bars.